Today is June the 5th. Today's June the 5th. Uh, it is 2022, and this is a edition video. I want to thank all my subscribers. I also want to thank everyone who presses like and gives a comment as I try to give you the best facts on parapsychology and understanding on telepathy and my ability. So, um, this video has something to do more with addiction, which in my book that I'm so sorry that I'm very lagging because of I just had an incident where everything had been erased. But as I was explaining, my book it talks about addiction, and addiction is something that is very common and something that is destroying a lot of countries, or better say society. And addiction comes in so many types of different forms, as addiction can come in food, as you eating too much food, or too much sex, also alcohol, drug addictions. So their addiction comes in very different types of forms, and we have to be very careful if we want to be conscious, if you want to be aware of yourself, if you want to know about yourself and really know who you are. For, as I explained to you in other videos, that if you do not know how your body functions, then you do not know yourself. Because you have to understand that you have a lot of parts. It is quantum. And when I mean quantum, that is multiple parts. It's not just one cell, but it's multiple cells working together, so that you can understand the complex and of the mind, and not only of the mind, but of the world, of the society, of the universe. And this is where we come in. We have always talked about an enlightenment. We have always talked about an awakening. Well, not we, but American society is better said, where they believe that we can step further to enhance oneself. And this type of theology has not only been in the United States, but as Hitler thought of himself of making a superior race. And the male always wants to feel superior, and if his male is being threatened, then his instincts react, and his form of thinking starts to change. For everybody's mind changes when we're put through obstacles or pain, because we have to find a solution to our pain. And if we do not find a solution to our pain, then we'll be stuck in a very gloomy state, where your conscience cannot advance, because the conscience is based on having positive decision making, positive health. So it takes a lot, even in a relationship. We're talking about positivity, and this is what it is about, being conscious, where science has not been able to give it a proper name. And for they're still wondering if conscience, because they believe that conscience is space, as space is growing higher or farther to our knowledge, but still man has not been able to go past the the state of mind of being able to live in space, because your molecules or will deteriorate. What I mean by your bone molecules, so you won't have any bone. Your muscles do not feel the same because of the gravity. So there's a lot of obstacles. But as technology keeps going, and as we keep going even further into understanding and becoming more intelligent in the base of machinery or devices, or being a creative person that can bring something uh, fruitful to society. Because I'll give you an example. Right now, they're talking about AI, and AI is a great beneficial for a human being. AI can take care of a child, can cook, can do everything as a basic human can do. So basically, that is something that would be marvelous in that section. But also, we have seen videos, and I'm sorry, maybe I'm going to try to make another video and show you parts of these videos where there's AI talking to another AI, and they come to have a conversation of exterminating humanity. And that is something very dangerous, and that two AI can come to have a conversation, and the word of destroying or eliminating humanity is something very scary. So we can, that way we, you know, that there is a positive and a negative side. But when we come to consciousness, we want to know about ourselves, as paranormal or parapsychology teaches and shows us that there are people who are able to move things with their mind, and that they're able to bend, and not only Ben, as Ed from Rhine Research Center, he is able to move a crowd of people without them consciously or decision making want to move. He'll force them or make them, whichever type of word you want to choose, to move. And that's something that is amazing, because that means we need to learn more about our mind, and need to learn more about our body, and what is the reality of what we live in. Because there are ghosts who are out there, and this is something that I've been talking to you about my ability, about me being able to be in everyone's head, and also the people see through my eyes. And so basically, when they're doing that, and I told you about that, there's these other people, because I am connected to everyone, and there's other people who as I explained, are not really good people, and they would like to hurt me. So, anyways, they came out in public. Finally, they came out in public. They spoke, and oh man, I was so happy, And they're scared, but just wait. Anyways, that's another story. I'm just so happy that I got to this level, because my ability has grown really high. As I know, that I told you earlier on my other videos, that I hear someone who's saying that he's the Antichrist, and because of the psychological game that there's being played, it's hiding. So, not only that, but I also heard a serpent. And I was just reading this book on ESP and Enigma. And the book talks about other psychics also listening to serpents. It's very interesting that because I thought I was the only one, as my ability keeps growing and I keep understanding more on how your mind functions and how your body reacts, because you have an oracle. Everyone has an aura around you. That's your energy. There's different types of auras, but you can make it manifest. You can how not manifest into this reality, but how can I say, you can feel it. You can learn how to use, as ancient Chinese monks have learned how to use their chi, or they practice Tai Chi, which that is very good for you to learn how to use the energy around you. As I explained to you about yoga, how yoga is very good, silent to the mind. Is very important to learn how to be silent, because your mind is always functioning. And if you close your eyes, if you're a new viewer, all you have to do is just close your eyes. Once you close your eyes, try not to think. And what will happen? What will happen is that you will have an image going inside your mind, and without you even thinking about it. So that just shows you that you don't have control of yourself. And you want, well, if you want conscience and you want to learn how to enhance, well, you would want that. You would want to learn how to control your mind, how to control your body functions. So you have to learn how to eat correctly. As I explained to you, broccoli detoxes your brain. So it's so many things going on, and like I was basically trying to, because we got out of the subject, and excuse me, basically what I was trying to explain to you is about addiction, and the addiction, when you try it, it goes to your blood systems, and your blood system, remember, your blood goes to your heart, and your heart has many neurons on its own, because whatever you do, it goes through the stomach, and it goes and takes its process and goes to the heart. And that is one of the problems that you have, because the heart has this neuron, and it has its own conscience, because what it likes, right, because it has so many neurons, so it's beeping, it's moving. It's like when a male sees a female, the heart starts pumping harder, so that gives signs to the brain, and if you don't know how to control it, it gives false signs, right? And it gives false signs as you wanting more of that substance. And you have to learn how to control it, how to take one step at a time, not to do it all at once, because that's a lie. And as I have found, the 12 steps of Alcoholic Anonymous, Narcotic Anonymous is a great book. It's a great step. Not only for people who have an addiction of those types, but it is good to know about that type of mentality, and to be able to understand the structure of what has been made to change that type of mentality. And that gives you proof that one person can change, no matter if you're gay, no matter whatever, whoever you are. You can make changes. And this is the beauty of a human being, being able to change. As you see that there are very different types of stages. As once you're a child, you come into this world, you don't know nothing. All you know is just the basic things, and you'll see a lot of psychologists talking about this, because it's very important for us who want to be conscious to learn how to pass this consciousness with enhancements at the same time. So what I'm trying to say is that what you're feeding the child is conscience, and being able the child to learn how to enhance from a early age. And that gives a question towards the steps in psychology, because uh, as I want to go on and go further, and have more studies on how telepathy works on child development. I'm not able to give you too much information, as remember, I try to give you nothing but the facts, nothing but truth. This is my goal. This is where I'm trying to build my reputation, as I want to open a website so that I am able to give a service. Um, uh, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and maybe understand a little bit more, and gives you motivation on understanding oneself. As I have explained it, if you have followed a lot of what videos have I said, it has given you more knowledge towards oneself and towards parapsychology. Because, like I said, there's ghosts. There's a lot of ghosts going on. A lot of witchcraft has come up. A lot of homosexuality has been risen. So basically the balance is not there. You can tell that the balance is being changed as the world is changing itself. I hope the Lord, that it doesn't go to a nuclear situation, but it's possible. And if you look into books, if you look into history, you'll find people talking about the end of times, talking about the end of the world, talking about good and evil, jihad, Armageddon. I mean, so many different. The Hindu have also, like, their own war that's supposed to be good and evil. And as I explained, the sun is going to turn to a red planet, or is going to turn to a nova star. And once that does, it's going to explode, and we're not going to exist. And we have to be able to understand, is there an afterlife? Or am I going to be able to live? And this is where parapsychology opens the door to a more understanding of things of that type of nature, which I think that is very important for us to understand, because we have to know how to defend ourselves. I mean, what about if a ghost, or what about if a there's a poltergeist, because the poltergeist is very violent. What about if a poltergeist just came into your room, started throwing you around, or whatever, I mean, it can, if you don't know how to defend yourself, I mean, you can die, or you can be hurt. And I think that's very dangerous, and something that is dangerous to me, I have to find a way how to defend myself. Peace.